Welcome to Sports, Drugs, and Entertainment, starring G from the Shop and Mark Walter Ward. Please subscribe to us on YouTube or wherever you get your podcasts from.
Yo, G from the Shop back like cook crack, fresh off that Showtime, Basketball County in the water, about PG County Hoopers, man. I liked it a lot. Been a lot of Cisco and Ebers out here critiquing it, talking about it should have did this, should have did that. Definitely could have been longer than an hour. Could have been at least 2 hours. Could have did a docu-series like The Last Dance, but they can't go on and on and on. But the finished product, I thought it was great. And I was proud to watch it, man. Happy to see all the homies, man, on there getting some shine, man. But that's why G from the Shop got a show, man. So I can highlight some of the things I seen and heard coming up as a kid around here, man. And I can't speak for nobody, but from what I saw, you know what I'm saying? Being a resident of PG County for 35 of my 38 years, and I've seen a lot of great things on that hardwood and outside on that playground, man. Growing up around Forest Heights, coming up in Oxon Hill Boys and Girls Club, started playing ball at the age of 8, being coached by Potomac High School great and 1981 state champ Coach Daryl Moore, one of the greatest basketball minds I ever encountered in my life. Man, I can remember, man, the very next year, VMI great, Oxon Hill point guard, Richard Little joined the team. He also, the next year right after that, he's the one that brought in Mike Sweetney to join the team, Georgetown NBA lottery pick. Man, we had about 12 kids on the team, and all of them was dogs. Man, I can remember after practice sitting up there watching Midnight League basketball, man. I used to look up the Vic Page, big brother Mike Fleming. I can remember hearing stories about a young Vic Page at 14 dropping a 40-piece on them WHUR All-Stars, man, grown men. And they found out he was 14, man. Man, they couldn't believe it, man, I'm telling you. Lamar Butler Jr., man, NCAA, man, great from George Mason, man. He was one of our youngins in the club, man, being coached by one of the greatest shooters to come out the city. And Bowie State legend, his father, Lamar Butler Sr., Red Dog. Everybody emulated the stars that was ringing out around the area. We all wore our socks like Walt Williams, Monty Williams, Potomac High School great, now Phoenix Suns head coach. Grew up around Forest Heights, my neighborhood. Potomac High School, man, killer, man. He was a dog. Playing against top-notch competition in that county, too, man, with dudes like Brian Harrod, Hakima Jackson, man, long-time NBA pro, man, still getting them checks, Jared Jack. Pop's taking me all over the city, Virginia, Maryland, to see the top high school players at the time. Mike Horton Jr., Damon Jackson, man, Mike Powell, Mike Gill. Man, dudes' names ringing out in the streets like Mike Tate, Lawrence Moten, Henry Hall. Him taking me to the Kenner League and the Herbo, man, seeing people like Kurt Trouble Smith making people, man, do the splits, man, with that handle, man. And for me to end up playing in the Kenner and the Herbo, my Uncle Charlie playing in one of the first summer leagues, Downbury Farms, and I played down at Goodman myself. My cousin Jeff being on that Dunbar 1975-76 #1 team in the country with Craig Shelton and Bebe Durham. Seeing Big G and the whole crew at the Kenner or somewhere, man, rooting on their homie, Greg Jones. Going to the great Coach Riley Gore, rest in peace, camped down Potomac High School, man. And dudes, man, that I know today still, like, was campers with me. Man, we met Taj Hawkins, New World CEO and founder. Drexel, great and longtime overseas pro. Philly Cheese Gauze, to being a camper at the DeMatha camp. Mike Jones was a counselor at that time. Mike Pegues was my coach and counselor one year when we won the championship. And my brother having to spend the whole day with Coach Joe Gallagher, rest in peace. Because Joe, my little bro, got to fighting early morning at camp. Growing up with dudes like Dwayne Shackelford, Friendship Tech Prep, head coach now, sending dudes from Southeast to school, man. Man, hooping all day with him around the way. Man, and I can remember he was at Newport for a hot second, man, and and the head coach was Cheney, and Team Takeover founder and CEO Keith Stevens was the assistant, along with my man Big Sid Baker, who I would end up coaching Lil Sid Baker for Oxon Hill when Rich Little got the head coaching job. And that Newport team Wayne was on, man, was a problem, because they had DJ, DeMar Johnson, James White, and they had TJ Thompson, man, GW great, man, point guard. To watching my godfather and my father coach at National Christian Academy for the last 20 years, man, and seeing some of the best high school hoopers in the area, man, they coached, like KD, Kevin Durant, Mike Beasley, Abdullah Jallo, man, even people from out of town, man, came down here to be coached. Barton brothers from up Baltimore, McDonald's All-American Dante Taylor. And I can go on and on and on, man, for real. But I'm going to honor people that was in my life, man, and rang out in my head, man, as a student of the game by Randy Thomas, man. And, man, shout out the whole DMV, man. Shout out the legend coach Lou Wilson, man, 700-plus wins, high school coach. I remember when Coach Lou was doing the books in the scoreboard, man, that Largo Fall League, man. Coach Diane Lewis, one of the greatest coaches out here. Donald Ford, Joe Forte, Daryl Prue, Anthony Tucker, White Chocolate Randy, Rob Williams from DeMatha, Tony Dobbins' father, Big Kevin Lye, the whole Doc's Gym, Mo Young, Butch McAdams, Kobe Turner, Tyrone Shaw, O.C. Jones, the first black NBA player Earl Lloyd, Quinn Cook, Victor Oladipo, that Charlie Weber tournament, the MIT now, Friendly Zone, 3 rings, Chicago Bull champion Dickie Simpkins, Devin Sweetney, Nolan Smith, especially Becky Brunson. Big shout out to the 5-time WNBA champion Becky Brunson. That's family right there. Nikki Teasley, Marissa Coleman, Kerr Lawson, Darina Campbell, man, the whole team assault, whole DC assault, man. Too many to name, but all y'all, man. Free Kurt Malone, man, Tim Washington, man, Sheik Pearson. Sheik was a dog. That was my man. I looked up to Sheik a lot. He had Ron Artest on skates in the Cap Classic, baby. And shout out to Coach Dwayne Bryan and Coach Mike Hibbs, 2 coaches, man, from the IAC when I was a player, man, that I played against, man, that helped me get a D2 joint on the table, man, that I ain't take because I thought I was better then, and I thought I was going to walk on up Morgan and just stay home, close to home, instead of going out South Carolina, man. Ain't work out because I ain't had that basketball structure. But special shout out to Ern Andrews, starting in the freshman dorm with me and ended up earning a full scholarship. Senior year, he averaged 11 and 10, man. Bob Gorham, Bob Whitmore, Dave Bing, Elgin Baylor, Brian Mackey, Herb Estes, Dunbar's finest Mike Smith, Sherman Douglas, the Jelliff League up by Georgetown, Sleepy Thompson Tournament, Sleepy Thompson Summer League, Lonnie Baxter, X-Ray Hip, Lou Bullock, Joe Childress, Dennis Scott, Delonte West, Glassman's own Ray Gatlin, all Met first team, Lou Hennett, Miles Rawls on the mic down the farms. Pops and them grew up with him. Derek Payne, Omar Weaver, the Lomax brothers, Tira Ruffin Pratt, Curl Miller, Dawn Ingram, Jada Graves, Ricky Shields, Eddie Basman, Jimmy Black and his son Lil Jimmy Black, Big Dink Peters, Kelvin Coggins, Sean Brooks, Devon Williams, ABC Runners, Capital Players, Slam and Jam, Stallions, PG Jaguars, Blue Devils, the Nova Aces, Kevin Essex, Dante Thomas from out Ballou, Brandon Martin, Mo Creek, my man Mac Thornton, Lil Rob Monroe, and the Malcolm X of DMV basketball, Curl Finest, Coach Big John Thompson II. And I could go on and on and on, but if I left anybody out, I apologize, man. You know I love all y'all, man. Can't fit everybody in my daggone brain, but you know I shouted everybody out, and I guarantee you got ties with some of them, man, because all of us tied together. The basketball world ain't but 2 blocks long, and this is the Mecca, the hotbed, baby. And man, rest in peace, man. Want to honor all of them, man, because they highlighted Coach Morgan Wooden, went to his camp annually. Rest in peace, silent assassin Jamal Boyd was playing against him up in the Deanwood League right before he passed. Man, rest in peace to the late great, man. You know, that's our fallen soldier, man, Lenny Bias. Rest in peace, Ed Sheffy. Rest in peace, homie Horacio Howe. Rest in peace, Big Jockway Pate. Rest in peace to one of the greatest athletes to come out of Oxnard Boys and Girls Club, Bruce Carter. Rest in peace, Coach Gallagher. Rest in peace, Riley Gore. Coach Joe Dean Davison. Dunbar Great. Lil Willie Jackson. And man, that list too long. So man, rest in peace to all the fallen soldiers, man. G from the shop. It's G's wrap up on the whole DMV basketball as a whole, man. And don't nobody display that we all connected, man, better than Randolph Childress' journey, man, because he from Clinton, won a state championship with Gwen Park, came out the number 11 boys club in Southeast, and ended up out Flint Hill frying before going to Wake Forest and killing, making people fall and doing like this, man. So, man, I love my area, and I love y'all, man. Hope y'all enjoy G from the shop. It's in the water. But it's definitely in the water.